So a little while ago, I watched this video and I think it was taken from a series, and the child in the video had called the police because he had been hit by his mother, and the police came and he ended up being told off and told not to do it again. And this inspired me to write this article, and I will share this video below so you can watch it and get an idea of what I am talking about. And through watching it, my write-up will make more sense. So this is what I said. So assuming that you have watched the footage, while this footage was probably taken from a film or a series, there were numerous comments that were in agreement with what took place. Some went into how the mother did the right thing, and others went into how the world would be different if more children were disciplined. One way of looking at the point that this video makes would be to say that this shows how important it is to discipline a child when they misbehave, and how, unless this happens, they will continue to misbehave and will end up causing problems when they are an adult. However, is it really a good idea to hit a child if they misbehave? When a parent responds in this way, their child might no longer misbehave, but what message are they sending their child? Are they sending the message that might is right and that physical force can be used when another person doesn't behave in a certain way? Moreover, what impact will this have on their relationship with their child? To focus on the first point, would this parent also hit their partner or a friend if they misbehaved? Most likely they would ask them about why they behaved in this way to get to the bottom of what is going on. As for the second point, hitting their child whenever they misbehave is likely to damage the relationship that they have with their child. Instead of feeling safe and being able to trust them, their child can have the need to keep their distance and have their guard up around them. Furthermore, when a parent hits their child for misbehaving and sees them as the problem, it is as though they are acting in this way for no reason. In reality, they are likely to be misbehaving because a need or a number of needs are not being met. But perhaps through being unaware of a need or a number of needs and having an unavailable parent or parents, they end up acting out. What is then a cry for help causes them to be punished. If, on the other hand, this parent were to take the time to be there for their child and tune into what is going on for them, they might soon see that their child is not simply playing up. They are trying to meet a need or a number of needs. To do this, though, a parent needs to have a good connection with their own needs and feelings, not be weighed down by their own history, be present and see their child clearly, not project their own issues into them. Naturally, this takes self-awareness and more effort and intelligence than simply treating their child like a wild animal that needs to be domesticated. Yet this will allow their child to bond with them and help them to bond with other adults as the years go by, and play a part in their child having good mental and emotional health. What this will also do is help to prevent their child from carrying a lot of repressed anger, rage, and hate. As when a child is continually hit after they misbehave, they are likely to carry a lot of repressed anger, rage, and hate. Therefore, regardless of if they don't become overly aggressive and a threat to others and become well-behaved, even easygoing and submissive, they are still going to have another hidden side to them that is very different. Taking this into account, given the right circumstances, they could lose it and do something extremely destructive. Lastly, even though being hit throughout this stage of their life will have a destructive effect on them, they can grow into an adult who believes that their parent or parents did the right thing, and even encourage another parent or parents to do the same thing. It might seem strange that something like this could take place. Nonetheless, during their formative years, they would have been egocentric, which would have caused them to believe that the reason they were being hit was because they were bad. Seeing themselves as bad and their parent or parents as good would have also been a defense against reality and a way for them to try to earn the love that might not have been available. As an adult, they won't be powerless or dependent or need to fear their parent or parents, but a big part of them won't realize this. This part of them will stop them from being able to see their parent or parents clearly. In a way, by having an idealized view of their parent or parents and believing that they hit them for their own good, for instance, they will unknowingly be betraying the child that they once were. This is not to say that they need to hate their parent or parents. It is about them seeing through the eyes of an adult. For me, the view that hitting a child is acceptable and the right thing is a sign of how, as human beings, we can not only justify anything, but how behaviours are mindlessly passed down from one generation to another. It is well known that hitting a dog after they have misbehaved leads to problems. So how could it be a good idea to hit a child? If you would like to find out more about the services that I offer, please go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk, and I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.